Have you ever wondered if the way you show love to your cat might actually mean nothing to them? You feed them, pet them, talk to them, and yet sometimes they still walk away like you don't matter, like you're just there. But here's the truth. It was never about how much you love your cat. It's about whether your cat can actually feel it. And most owners get this completely wrong. What you're about to learn might change the way your cat looks at you forever. And the most important one is coming up later. Because the first thing you do every single day, your cat is already judging you for it. You've probably done this without even thinking. The moment you see your cat, your voice changes, softer, higher, almost ridiculous. Like you're talking to a baby, and maybe you've even felt a little embarrassed about it. But here's what's fascinating. That baby voice is one of the most powerful ways to bond with your cat. Cats don't respond to words the way we do. They respond to tone, emotion, energy. That soft, warm voice tells your cat something very specific. I'm safe. You can trust me. And when you walk past your cat without acknowledging them, without that tone, it feels like being ignored. Not rejected, just unseen. Try this instead. Every time you pass your cat, say something, anything, but say it gently, like they matter. Because to them, that's what love sounds like. And if this already makes you rethink how you interact with your cat, hit like and subscribe. It helps more cat owners understand their cats better. Now here's something even more powerful, and most people completely miss it. That moment when your cat looks at you and slowly closes their eyes. That's not sleepiness. That's trust. That slow blink is one of the clearest signals a cat can give. It's their way of saying, I feel safe enough to let my guard down around you. But here's where most people mess up. They stare back. Direct eye contact. No blinking. That's actually threatening in cat language. So instead of sending love, you're sending pressure. Next time your cat looks at you, pause, soften your eyes, and slowly blink back. Just once. That tiny moment can change everything. Because when your cat blinks back at you, that's not just cute. That's your cat choosing you. Comment yes if your cat does this. Because once you notice it, you'll never unsee it again. Now let's talk about something that silently damages your bond every single day. Playtime, or more specifically, bad playtime. You grab a toy, shake it in front of your cat, and your cat just stares at you like you've lost your mind. That's not laziness. That's boredom. Because your cat isn't wired to play, they're wired to hunt. And hunting has a sequence. Stalk, chase, pounce, catch. When you skip that, when you just wave a toy around randomly, it breaks the illusion. It's like watching a movie with no story. Instead, make the toy act alive. Let it hide behind corners. Move it away, not toward your cat. Pause, then burst into motion. Make your cat think. Make them feel like they earned the catch. Because when they do, something changes. They don't just feel entertained, they feel fulfilled. And you become the source of that feeling. That's not just play, that's connection. Drop A in the comments if your cat goes crazy during playtime. I want to see how many hunters we've got here. But here's something even deeper, and most people overlook it completely. What if the most powerful way to bond with your cat was doing nothing at all? Sounds strange, right? We think love means action, touch, interaction. But for cats, love often looks like presence. Just sitting near your cat, without calling them, without reaching out. That's powerful, because in the wild, cats only rest near those they fully trust. They don't need constant attention, they need safe space. When you sit near your cat, without expectations, you're telling them, I'm here, and I don't need anything from you. That's rare, and over time, something incredible happens. They come closer, not because you asked, but because they chose to. Type 1. If your cat randomly comes sit near you, that's not random, that's trust. Now, this next one might completely change how your cat feels about being touched, and almost nobody does it right. Every time you pet your cat, you probably just reach out and touch them. Seems normal, right? But to your cat, that can feel intrusive, because cats don't start interactions with touch. They start with scent. That's how they identify safety. So when you skip that step, it's like someone walking up to you and hugging you without warning. Not dangerous, just uncomfortable. Instead, pause, extend one finger. Let your cat come to you. Let them sniff. And when they rub against your hand, that's permission. That's your cat saying, I trust you. That tiny shift changes everything, because now you're not forcing affection. You're being invited into it. And cats never forget who respects their boundaries. But what I'm about to tell you next might be something you've been doing for years without realizing the damage. Your cat is sleeping, curled up, peaceful, completely relaxed. And you think, I have to pick them up. We've all done it. But here's the part nobody tells you. Sleep is when your cat is most vulnerable. It's when their guard is down, when they feel safest, and when you suddenly pick them up, that safety breaks. Even if they don't react immediately, they remember. And over time, they start choosing different places to sleep, higher places, hidden spots, further away from you, not because they don't love you, but because they don't feel safe enough to fully relax near you. So the next time your cat is sleeping, just walk past, let them rest. Because sometimes, love is letting them feel safe without you touching them. And now, the one thing that matters more than anything else, the one place on your cat's body, that unlocks a deeper bond than anything we've talked about so far. We'll get into that right now. When cats truly trust each other, they groom one very specific area. Not the belly, not the paws, but right behind the ears, at the base of the head. It's the one spot they can't reach themselves, which means they only allow someone they fully trust to touch it. That's what makes it special. That's what makes it intimate. And here's the incredible part. You can recreate that feeling. Gently, slowly. Use your fingertips. Soft strokes. Behind the ears. Down the back of the head. No pressure. No rushing. Just calm, repetitive motion. Watch your cat closely. Their eyes start to close. Their body softens. Their purr deepens. Not the usual one. Something slower, richer. That's not just comfort. That's bonding. That's your cat's brain releasing the same feeling they get from family. And in that moment, you're not just their owner anymore. You're theirs. Completely. Because love, to a cat, was never about how much you give. It's about how safe you make them feel. Ignore these signals, and your cat will slowly drift away without you even noticing. But understand them, and your cat won't just live with you. They'll choose you every single day. And here's the part that almost nobody talks about. Even when you're doing everything right, your cat might still feel something is missing. Because love, in a cat's world, isn't built in big moments. It's built in the tiny things you repeat every single day without thinking. Let me show you what that really looks like. Have you ever walked into your home and your cat was already there, waiting, sitting by the door, watching, silent? Most people think they just want food. But look closer. That moment your cat sees you and lets out a soft chirp, that's not about hunger. That's a greeting ritual. It's your cat saying, "You're back, I noticed." And here's where most people miss it. They walk past, drop their bag, check their phone, maybe pet the cat later. But in your cat's mind, that moment passed. That connection window closed. Because greetings matter to cats more than almost anything else. In their world, bonded cats acknowledge each other every time they reunite, even after just a short separation. So when your cat greets you, stop. Just for a few seconds. Get on their level. Use that soft voice again. Maybe a slow blink. Let them feel seen. Because to your cat, that moment defines your entire relationship. Comment home if your cat waits for you like this. Because that's not routine. That's attachment. Now here's something even deeper. And honestly, a little emotional. Have you ever noticed your cat sitting near you, but not touching you? Same room, same couch, just close. Not asking for attention, not doing anything, just being there. A lot of people ignore this. They think, If my cat loved me, they'd sit on me. But that's not how cats show love. That quiet presence, that's trust at its purest form. Because in the wild, a cat would never relax near something they don't fully trust. They would stay alert, ready to run. But when your cat chooses to sit near you, without needing anything, they're telling you something powerful. I feel safe enough to just exist next to you. And that is one of the deepest forms of bonding a cat can offer. So don't always reach out. Don't always interrupt it. Sometimes, just let it be. Type calm if your cat does this, because this is something only trusted humans get to experience. Now let's talk about something that might surprise you. Your cat doesn't always want your attention, and that's not rejection. That's respect. Have you ever tried to pet your cat and they flick their tail or walk away? Most people take that personally. They think, my cat doesn't love me. But that's not what's happening. Your cat is setting a boundary. And when you ignore it, when you keep petting, keep calling, keep reaching, you slowly teach your cat that you don't listen, and trust starts to fade. But when you stop, when you respect that tiny signal, something changes. Your cat relaxes. Because now, you're predictable, safe, someone who understands. And over time, they come back more often. Stay longer. Lean in instead of pulling away. Because love, for a cat, isn't about constant affection. It's about being understood. Drop a, if your cat has ever walked away mid-pet, you're not alone. And here's another one that most owners never realize. Your scent matters more than your touch. Cats live in a world of smell. It's how they map their environment, how they recognize family, how they feel safe. That's why your cat rubs against your legs, your hands, your face. They're not just being cute. They're marking you, claiming you, saying, you're mine. But here's what's interesting. You can return that feeling without even touching them. Leave something that smells like you near where your cat sleeps. A shirt, a blanket, something familiar, and watch what happens. They'll curl up on it, relax faster, sleep deeper, because your scent feels like safety, feels like presence, even when you're not there. That's how deep their connection to you really goes. Now, this next one might change how you see your cat forever. Have you ever caught your cat watching you when they think you're not looking? From across the room, from a corner, just staring. It can feel a little strange, even creepy. But here's what it actually means. They're studying you, learning your patterns, your moods, your energy, because in their world, understanding you means staying safe. And over time, something incredible happens. They don't just observe you, they sync with you. They start sleeping when you sleep, waking when you wake, following your routines, not because they have to, but because they've bonded with you on a deeper level. So the next time you catch your cat staring at you, don't break the moment. Just soften your gaze, maybe slow blink. Let them know you see them too. Comment eyes if your cat does this, because this is how they connect without words. And finally, the one truth that ties everything together: your cat doesn't need more from you. They need you to understand them. Every slow blink, every gentle greeting, every moment you choose patience over control, you're building something invisible, something quiet, but incredibly strong. Ignore these small signals, and your cat will slowly become distant, even if they still live beside you. But notice them, respect them, respond to them, and your cat won't just tolerate you. They'll trust you, they'll seek you, they'll choose you again and again, every single day. Because to a cat, love isn't loud, it isn't obvious, it's subtle, it's quiet, it's felt in the moments most people overlook. And once you understand that, you'll realize something powerful. Your cat has been showing you love this whole time. You just needed to learn how to see it. Now tell me, what's one thing your cat does that you never understood before? I read every comment,